Time waits for no one. Once it's gone, we can never bring it back. In today's world where busyness is a normal phenomenon, people seem to be on a hamster wheel, racing against time to do as many things as they can within 24 hours. This fast-paced lifestyle results not only in burnout in the long run, but also in dissatisfaction and frustration when not everything gets done. This book is an eye-opener for us to realize that we can start taking control over our time and attention. Here are the top 7 lessons from the book Make Time by Knapp and Zeratsky. Lesson 1. Choose your daily highlight. The first of the 4-step process of making time is to choose a highlight. A daily highlight is the one thing you decide to do for that day, with the feeling of joy and satisfaction after getting it done. Setting a daily highlight gives us direction and prompts our brain on what to focus. However, selecting a highlight doesn't mean that it's the only thing we'll work on during the day. The point of having a highlight is to keep coming back to that one task we set out to accomplish, and to keep redirecting our focus as needed. A daily highlight could be a task that's urgent, satisfying, or joyful. Lesson 2. Stay laser-focused on your highlight. Just like a laser beam shining on a target, being in laser mode means focusing our attention on the present and being immersed in the moment. Vital to getting into laser mode and concentrating on our daily highlight is to block the distractions. Distractions could be in the form of emails, phone calls, messages, web browsing, and the like. Distractions kill productivity because it pulls us out of our current flow and often results in an infinite amount of time spent on unimportant things. Limiting our access to these distractions is the best way to overcome them. For example, we can turn off phone notifications, except for those really important and useful ones, such as calendar reminders and text messages. Wearing a wristwatch also replaces the need to check our phone whenever we want to know the time. It would also be great to make time for an offline highlight, like putting our phones in a drawer, shelf, or bag if we don't want to be disturbed. Lesson 3. Turn distractions into tools. Phone applications are the everyday distractions that prevent us from focusing on urgent, joyful, and satisfying activities. However, some applications are helpful in work and non-work matters. So instead of allowing them to be distractions, why not turn them into tools? This can be done by identifying the reason why you use a particular app. Then we think about how much time we want to spend on the activity that uses the application, and consider if this app is the best and only way to accomplish the activity. Finally, we think about when and how we would like to use the app to achieve our goal. Tools and applications can be distractions if we allow them to. Lesson 4. Set a deadline. Having a deadline will help us make time for something we want to do. In any task, we need to set an expectation about what to deliver and when. In this way, we can organize our work easier and ensure that we achieve what we set out to accomplish. Meeting a deadline will also develop and strengthen our discipline and determination to work, making us more motivated to work on the next task. Lesson 5. Energize. Energy is essential to maximize our time and strength to sustain our day-to-day activities. A healthy state of mind is just as important as physical health. Taking care of the body and brain can be done by exercising, eating the right kind and amount of food, and taking breaks or meditating. We can attain the most important benefits of exercise in just 20 minutes of physical activity every day. Consumption of food made from non-processed ingredients can also do wonders for the overall physical state of the body. For some people, intermittent fasting also works for them to be at their best state of health. We need to look after our health because our bodies do all the hard work to achieve our goals. Lesson 6. Reflect. At the end of the day, what do? Do we sleep right away and savor the time for rest? Before we do that, we could take notes to track our results and to reflect on how well we were able to focus on our highlight. We could also review the strategies we used, determine what worked and what did not, and plan on how to improve it the next day. Lesson 7. Go off the grid. When we become so immersed in our work, we may not notice time passing by, and before we know it, we've spent long hours in front of our computer screens. Spending long hours in front of our screens is not healthy. Thus, we need to take a break and find time to enjoy the air outside. Exposure to nature can make us calmer and sharpen our minds. Stepping outside to get a breath of fresh air can also energize the brain. Meditation is also an exercise for the brain that we can do even while riding the bus, lying down, walking, running, or even eating. We need to learn how to put some quiet in our day, allowing our brain to recharge. In conclusion, this book helps us create more time to accommodate all the tasks we want to accomplish. It presents how we can choose a daily highlight to become proactive in spending our time, instead of letting technology, work routines, and other people set our agenda. The strategies presented are not a one-size-fits-all formula. However, it offers practical tips and techniques in making small changes to one's habits and lifestyle to be eventually free from distraction. So saying that we do not have the time to accomplish our tasks is not a valid excuse. We have to learn how to focus on our daily highlights, manage distractions, and make time. Thank you for listening. If you like the book summary and you want to see more in this category, please like and subscribe so I can create more. You can also get a free copy of the entire audiobook by clicking the link in the description. Until next time.